now, but we're now going to go into space.
Indeed. So this, of all the stories here, this is a feel-good story in a certain way. You might get a little bit of a smile out of this, but there he is. There he is. This is the little green man in Kiev. And what's going on here? Zelensky tries to arrest an International Space Station cosmonaut who is in space. And Zelensky seeking a 15-year jail term for this, quote, draft dodger. Believe it or not. So he did everything but serve him with papers up at the ISS here. So waited for him to get up into space before, this week they put that through in the Ukrainian judiciary there. Let's take a look at this here. And this astronaut here, this is Alexei Zubritsky there. And you can see he is the one there on your left-hand side, and he's there with another Russian cosmonaut and a U.S. astronaut, Johnny Kim. So he's up there, and so he's found himself in the crosshairs of Zelensky. Little did he know that the little green man had a beat on him from the moment he took off the Soyuz rocket from Kazakhstan. But there you are. So Zelensky, in his mission to find warm bodies for the trenches in Ukraine, here he is, always looking for conscripts these days. Zubrinsky was among the numerous Ukrainian military personnel who rejected the new government in Kiev, we're talking about 2014, and continued their careers in the Russian armed forces. So he's kind of a defector of sorts who was based in Sevastopol, so in Crimea. So he made that jump when the referendum happened in Crimea, as did many others. So he applied for the space program in 2017 and was confirmed as a flight engineer for the Soyuz MS-27 mission last August. And by Russian reports, he is among their most promising young astronaut candidates in years. So highly decorated here. And Zelensky basically put out an arrest warrant for him as a draft dodger. But that's interesting, Charles, that Zelensky would be chasing draft dodgers, because we only have to look at this interview here with none other than Piotr Poroshenko, who claimed that his successor, President Zelensky, was himself a draft dodger. And we have checked the background on this. It is true. In fact, Zelensky, we don't have the video with us, but there are videos on social media where he's kind of boasting that he's not going to be serving in the Ukrainian military while they were being trained by NATO at the time. This was after Maidan in 2014. So Zelensky, the draft dodger, is chasing astronauts that he claims are draft dodgers. I think that's just about the best thing I've read all week.
Absolutely. Once a comedian. Yes, I mean, one wonders where that story is going to go. Why on earth are we even to be made aware of it? It's extraordinary, but that is perhaps a suitable note upon which to draw the news to a close, but not before I remind you to make sure that you do go back to look at the part 2 of the Carl Schwartz interview with Brian from yesterday pertaining to the events of September the 11th back in 2001. And I think really significantly what was known before and in the immediate aftermath that has been so heavily suppressed. And also, again, a reminder really to catch up with what happened in Cheltenham at our UK column on location event, where, of course, Patrick spoke, among others. It was very, very well received, and I really would urge you to access the live stream if that's something you haven't already done. But otherwise, it just remains for me to thank Patrick very much indeed for joining me in the studio today. Thank you, Patrick, and to Mark for joining via video link, and we will look forward to seeing you again on the news on Monday. Thank you very much.
And extra.
Sorry, and extra, Patrick. Thank goodness you're here. Yes, for those of you that are members, please stay on the line, and we'll be back in a few minutes for extra. Bye-bye.